Don't move.
Don't speak.
If you breathe a word of what you saw in that house, your life, as you know it, is over. Those weren't just words. They were a death warrant for a career that had barely begun. Tonight, the golden image of Hollywood's most peaceful star has been incinerated. We have obtained what the industry elites have been trying to bury for months. The silence has finally shattered, and the sound it's making is terrifying. Pierre, the man everyone thought was the healing chapter for Teyana Taylor, has just gone rogue. He didn't release a statement. He didn't go to the press. He leaked the evidence of his own terror. We are talking about encrypted voice notes, recorded in the dead of night, where his voice, a voice we know for its calm and strength, is trembling with pure, unadulterated fear. "They're watching me," he whispers in the first clip. "I can't leave the house without a shadow." If this goes public, Teyana isn't the only one who falls. The whole system falls. Buckle up. This isn't just a breakup. This is a hostage situation that just turned into a high-stakes war. By the end of this video, you'll hear the exact words that were meant to keep Pierre a prisoner of a PR contract forever. Hollywood is panicking. The lawyers are dialing. But it's too late. The truth is out. To understand why Pierre is currently hiding in an undisclosed location, you have to understand the web he was trapped in. For years, Teyana Taylor has been marketed as the ultimate strong black woman. After her messy, soul-crushing divorce from Amon Shumpert, the public wanted a win for her. We needed to believe she found peace. Enter Pierre. Tall, mysterious, British, and seemingly perfect. When they were first spotted together, it wasn't just a romance. It was a cultural reset. The industry sold us a narrative of black excellence and quiet love. But according to these new leaks, that love wasn't quiet. It was silenced. Our insider sources, the ones who sit in the rooms where NDAs are signed in blood, claim that the pairing of Aaron and Teyana was never organic. It was a rehabilitation project. Teyana's divorce had left her image fractured. There were rumors, whispers of a temper, whispers of dark energy that the public wasn't ready to handle. The industry needed a shield. They needed someone with a clean slate, a rising star who had everything to lose. Pierre was that man. But here is where the history gets dark. Why was Pierre so compliant? Why did he play the role of the doting, supportive boyfriend so perfectly while his own soul was allegedly eroding? Because behind the scenes, his career was being held hostage. At the time, Aaron was being positioned for massive, franchise-level roles, Star Wars, Mufasa, the kind of roles that change a family's lineage forever. The deal was simple. Protect Teyana's image, and your path to the A-list is paved in gold. Break the script, and you become a paroxysm of the past. For months, we saw the red carpets. We saw the stolen glances that were actually rehearsed cues. But the cracks started showing when Aaron's energy shifted. He stopped smiling in the background. He started looking like a man who was counting down the seconds until he could breathe. The internet noticed. "Aaron looks trapped," the comment said. "Is he okay?" The public thought he was just shy. They thought he was low-key. They had no idea that behind that low-key exterior, a war was being waged. Aaron reportedly tried to walk away 3 months ago. He tried to end the contractual romance quietly. But that's when the first threat was delivered. Not by Teyana, but by the shadow cabinet of Hollywood. The message was clear. You don't leave her until we say you leave her. You don't let the public see a second failed relationship for Teyana. You will stay until the narrative is ready for a mutual exit. But Aaron saw something. He heard something. And once you see the truth in Hollywood, you can't just walk away. You have to be erased. This drama wasn't just inevitable. It was a ticking time bomb designed to explode the moment Pierre decided his soul was worth more than a movie role. And that moment, it just happened. The background of their relationship wasn't just about two people dating. It was about two brands merging. Teyana brought the legacy, the grit, and the fan base. Aaron brought the prestige and the clean image. On paper, it was a billion-dollar partnership. In reality, it was a tactical alignment. Sources close to Aaron's camp in London claim he was initially told this would be a soft launch, of a genuine connection. But as the months rolled on, the requirements changed. He was allegedly told who he could speak to at parties. He was told which friends from his past were too messy for Teyana's brand. He was becoming a ghost in his own life. The controversies we see now, the leaked audio, the threats, they aren't new. They are the culmination of a pressure cooker that has been at the boiling point since late 2025. Every time Teyana posted about protecting her peace, Aaron was allegedly being reminded that his peace was irrelevant. The inevitability of this explosion comes from one simple fact. You cannot cage a man who is destined to be a king. Pierre was tired of playing the pawn, but as he planned his exit, he realized the doors weren't just closed. They were locked from the outside. The insiders say the transition from Aaron to the new secret man was supposed to be seamless. Aaron was supposed to fade away quietly, but he chose to burn the bridge while he was still standing on it. And now, the flames are reaching the highest offices in the industry. The explosion didn't happen on a glitzy red carpet or during a high-profile interview. It happened in the dead of night, in a glass-walled mansion tucked away in the Hollywood Hills at exactly 3:14 a.m. According to a leaked report from a high-level security staffer who has since been scrubbed from every industry payroll, Pierre reached his breaking point. He had his bags packed. He had a car waiting at the gate. He was ready to reclaim his life. But he never made it to the driveway. He was met in the foyer not by Teyana, but by two fixers, men whose names never appear on IMDb, but whose faces are known to every elite celebrity in crisis. These men didn't use physical weapons, they used digital ones. They sat Aaron down and showed him a series of contingency files on a tablet. Files that allegedly contained deep-faked or highly out-of-context audio of him making disparaging remarks about the industry, about his co-stars, and about the very executives who held his Star Wars and Mufasa contracts in their hands. This is the first twist that will leave you cold. The threats weren't just about his future, they were about destroying his past. They threatened to release a narrative that would paint Aaron as the toxic one, the manipulative British opportunist who used Teyana Taylor's fame for a green card and a career boost. They were going to flip the script and make the victim look like the villain. In a state of pure panic, realizing he was being trapped by a professional machine, Aaron did the only thing he could. He locked himself in a marble-floored bathroom, pulled out his phone, and hit record. We have analyzed the transcript of voice note number 1. The audio is haunting. You can hear the heavy, ragged breathing of a man who feels the walls closing in. In the background, there is a rhythmic, persistent pounding on the door. "They won't let me leave," Aaron whispers, his voice barely audible over the noise. "They're saying I signed something I didn't read. They're holding the contract over my head like a noose. Teyana, she's in the other room. She's not stopping them. She's just watching the security monitors. She's not the victim here. She's the architect of the whole setup." Did you catch that? The architect. The man who was marketed to the world as her healer just identified her as the mastermind of his psychological imprisonment. Almost immediately after this recording was made, Aaron's social media was allegedly accessed by an external IP. Certain posts were deleted. A mutual breakup statement was drafted and sent to his phone for approval. But Aaron refused to sign. He refused to play the part of the Grateful Ex any longer. The conflict escalated within minutes. A leaked message suddenly appeared on a burner Twitter account, showing what appeared to be Pierre groveling to an ex-girlfriend while he was still living with Teyana. The internet, fueled by the "Teyana deserves better" narrative, erupted in a split second. "Typical man," they screamed. "Another one using her." But the leaked message was a tactical plant. It was the fixers firing the first shot. They wanted to ruin his reputation before he could go public. They wanted to make him look like a cheater and a liar so that if he ever spoke about the threats, the public would dismiss him as a bitter man caught in a lie. But Aaron had a backup plan. He had been sending these voice notes in real time to a dead man switch, a legal contact based outside of the United States, in a jurisdiction where Hollywood's reach is limited. This contact was instructed to release the files if Aaron went silent for more than 48 hours. And then, Pierre went completely silent. For 2 agonizing days, his location was unknown. His family in London was reportedly frantic, unable to reach him through his usual channels. His agents issued a cold no comment. The panic in the industry was palpable. They thought they had successfully intimidated him into a mental health retreat. They thought they had buried the roar of Mufasa. They were dead wrong. The voice notes didn't just contain his fear, they contained his evidence. In voice note number 3, Aaron describes a black book he claims he found in Teyana's home office. A book that supposedly lists the arrangements of other A-list couples, detailing how much each party is paid to maintain a public romance. He claims Teyana isn't just a singer. She's a high-level narrative consultant for the industry's most delicate and dangerous secrets. She's not protecting her peace, Aaron says, his voice cracking with a mix of anger and grief. She's protecting the industry's dirt. And now that I've seen the names in that book, I'm the dirt they need to sweep under the rug permanently. The twist? Teyana Taylor allegedly knew the voice notes were being recorded. A source from the security team claims she told the fixers, "Let him record. By the time he sends it, nobody will believe a word he says. We'll have the instability narrative ready before he hits send." If this is true, we aren't looking at a simple breakup. We are looking at a whistleblower being hunted by a multi-million-dollar PR machine. The internet is already calling it #the Pierre protocol. But the real shocker is yet to come. Because Aaron didn't just record the threats. He recorded a voice that shouldn't have been in that house at 3 a.m. A voice that belongs to someone so powerful, it makes Teyana Taylor look like a background actor. The conflict is no longer about love. It's about survival. Aaron is currently somewhere safe, but his career is in the crosshairs. The industry has already begun the process of erasing him. Major studio executives have reportedly been told to look for alternatives for his upcoming roles. They're trying to starve him into silence. But you can't starve a man who is fed by the truth. And Aaron Pierre is hungry for justice. The first twist was the trap. The second twist? It's the identity of the person who walked into that foyer right as the recording ended. And trust me, you are not ready for that name. The moment Aaron Pierre went dark, the Hollywood machine didn't just stop. It went into overdrive. Within hours of the first encrypted voice note surfacing on private Discord servers, the industry's response was swift, brutal, and calculated. This wasn't a standard PR cleanup. This was a search and destroy mission. Major studio executives reportedly held an emergency war room meeting at 6 a.m. The objective? To ensure that before Aaron Pierre could even land back on British soil, his reputation would be radioactive. They weren't just trying to save Teyana's image anymore. They were trying to bury the Mufasa star before he could roar and take down the entire pride. But then, the second twist dropped, and it sent a wave of absolute panic through every PR office in Beverly Hills. A Twitter thread from a verified but anonymous industry whistleblower posted a series of receipts of retaliation. These weren't just rumors. They were screenshots of a paper trail showing Teyana's management team contacting Aaron's UK agents weeks ago. The messages allegedly contained a final warning: pull Aaron into line, stop his erratic questioning of the PR contract, or the funding for his passion projects would vanish overnight. The narrative was being flipped in real time. On one side, you had the leaked voice notes showing a man in genuine terror. On the other, the industry began flooding the media with official reports claiming Aaron Pierre was suffering from a severe mental episode and was obsessed with dangerous conspiracy theories. This is a classic Hollywood gaslighting campaign. When you can't kill the message, you destroy the messenger's sanity. Suddenly, the A-list started picking sides, and the division was chilling. A well-known rapper, a close associate of the industry's biggest disruptors, posted a cryptic story that went viral in seconds. The British kid found out the game is rigged. Pray for him. The industry doesn't like it when the shield starts talking back. Even 50 Cent, the king of industry chaos, jumped in, reposting a photo of Aaron and Teyana with a caption that shook the internet. "I told y'all. This ain't love. This is location services. Aaron hit my line. I got a safe house for you. They're coming for your head, son." The internet was in a frenzy. Hashtag Save Aaron Pierre started trending alongside hashtag Teyana is over. But the most disturbing reveal of the night was tucked inside voice note number 7, the one that is everyone's blood running cold. In this recording, Aaron isn't alone. You can hear a female voice in the background. It isn't Teyana. It sounds like a high-level executive from one of the big 3 talent agencies, the people who decide who becomes a star and who becomes a footnote. Aaron, honey, the woman says, her tone sickeningly sweet, like a predator cornering its prey. Think about your mother. Think about your sisters back in London. Do you really want them to read the stories we're about to print about you? We have 5 girls ready to come forward with stories from your time in drama school. Don't make us do this. Just sign the NDA, go back to London for a vacation, and we'll make sure your movies are hits. If you don't, you'll never even work a commercial for a local car dealership again. The audio goes silent for a beat. You can hear Aaron's labored breathing. This wasn't just a threat to his career, it was a threat to his very identity. They were threatening to Me Too him with fabricated allegations if he didn't stay quiet about the Teyana-Taylor arrangement. The shockwaves are still vibrating. Is Aaron Pierre a predator in the making, or is he the victim of the most calculated character assassination of 2026? The industry backlash has been massive. Sources say 3 major global brands have already paused their contracts with Aaron pending an internal investigation into these manufactured rumors. They're doing it. They are erasing him in real time, before our very eyes. But wait, there's a twist within the twist. A secondary leak from a burner account belonging to a former Teyana assistant claims that the secret man, Teyana, is currently protecting her peace with. He's the one who personally authorized the threats against Aaron. He's someone so powerful, so high up in the corporate music and tech world, that even mentioning his initials could get this entire video flagged and deleted. The question isn't, who is Aaron Pierre dating? Anymore. The question is, who does Aaron Pierre know that makes him so dangerous to the Hollywood elite? As the sun rose over Los Angeles, Aaron Pierre was nowhere to be found. But his voice and the terror inside it now belongs to the world. And the world is starting to ask, if they can do this to Mufasa, what are they doing to the rest of us? The internet is no longer a place of debate. It is a full-blown war zone. Within minutes of the voice notes being analyzed by independent audio engineers, the hashtag the Pierre protocol surpassed 500 million views. The digital world has split into 2 radicalized factions, and the tension is high enough to snap. On one side, the Teyana Defense Force has launched a massive counteroffensive. Viral TikToks are claiming the voice notes are sophisticated AI clones designed to ruin a powerful black woman's reputation. Aaron is a failed actor trying to clout chase off a queen, one influencer screamed to her 3 million followers. He saw she was moving on to someone more powerful, and he decided to burn the house down because he couldn't be the master of it. They are framing Aaron as the ultimate bitter ex, a man who is weaponizing fake fear to stop Teyana's upward trajectory. But the internet detectives are fighting back with receipts that are harder to ignore. They've run the audio through frequency scanners, and the results are terrifyingly consistent with Aaron's actual vocal resonance. They've even identified the specific background noise in voice note number 1, the distinct, high-pitched chirp of a high-end $20,000 security system that is only installed in the specific gated community where Teyana resides. He isn't lying, one prominent YouTube analyst stated. You can't fake the sound of a panic attack in a marble bathroom while someone is literally trying to kick the door down. The industry reaction, however, is where things get truly chilling. While the fans argue, the A-list has gone radioactive. Usually, when a celebrity is in trouble, their famous friends post vague quotes or supportive emojis. Not this time. The silence from the music industry is absolute. No, I stand with Teyana posts. No prayers for Aaron. According to an industry source, a blast email was sent out to every major PR firm in Hollywood with a simple subject line, "Stay dark." The message was clear. Anyone who comments on the Aaron Pierre situation, regardless of whose side they take, will be blacklisted from the upcoming award season. This is institutional-level containment. They aren't just protecting Teyana, they are protecting the identity of the man behind the curtain. But some people can't be silenced. 50 Cent has doubled down, posting a series of blurred photos of a private jet that allegedly belongs to Teyana's secret man. The caption? The jet is registered to a shell company, but the flight path says everything. They moved Aaron out of the country on a health transport flight. That ain't a vacation. That's an extraction. Y'all better wake up before Mufasa becomes a ghost story. Public opinion is now fractured between those who see Teyana as a victim of a vengeful man and those who see her as the golden gatekeeper of a corrupt system. Comment sections have turned into digital courtrooms where strangers are arguing over the legality of NDAs and the ethics of contractual romance. The division is fueling a fire that the industry can't put out. And just as the AI narrative started to gain traction, a new leak hit the message boards, a 10-second video clip from a doorbell camera. It shows Pierre being led into a black SUV, looking disoriented, while a woman, whose face is blurred but whose voice matches the fixer from the voice notes, tells the driver, "Make sure his phone stays in the house. We can't have a signal until he's over the Atlantic." The trial of public opinion has just moved from "is he lying?" to "is he still alive?" And the silence from Teyana's camp? It's no longer being read as peace. It's being read as complicity. Just when the world thought the Pierre protocol had reached its peak, a final, devastating revelation has turned the entire narrative upside down. As the internet debated the doorbell camera footage, a high-level digital forensic analyst leaked a single metadata file from Teyana Taylor's private cloud, and what it reveals isn't a romance. It's a ledger. The final twist that will leave you breathless? Pierre wasn't the first, and he isn't the last. The metadata suggests that the secret man Teyana is currently protecting isn't her boyfriend. He is her employer. According to the leak, Teyana Taylor has allegedly been operating as the industry's most elite image architect, a woman hired by a shadowy tech conglomerate to humanize their most controversial figures through proximity to her brand. Pierre was just the beta test for a new kind of AI-driven celebrity management. But here is the chilling part. The voice notes Aaron leaked? They weren't just a cry for help. They were a trigger. Sources claim that the moment those notes went viral, a kill switch was activated on Aaron's entire digital existence. As we speak, his name is being scrubbed from casting lists, his past interviews are being deleted from archives, and even his IMDb page has shown errors for the last 4 hours. They aren't just destroying his career, they are erasing his history. And Teyana? Her latest post wasn't about peace. It was a countdown. 72 hours. The caption read, with a black heart emoji. Insiders say that in 72 hours, the secret man will finally be revealed, but it won't be a wedding announcement. It will be the launch of a new entertainment entity that will make individual celebrities obsolete. The last voice note number 12, just dropped on a dark web forum. It's only 5 seconds long. In it, Aaron isn't whispering anymore. He's laughing. A cold, hollow laugh that doesn't sound human. "You thought I was the one being threatened?" he asks. "I'm not the prisoner. I'm the bait. And you all just bit." The screen cuts to black. The voice notes are out. Aaron is gone. Teyana is silent. But the secret man is closer than you think. Is Pierre still in this world? Or has he already been replaced by something perfect? The industry is holding its breath. The countdown is ticking. And the next update? It's going to change everything you know about reality. Y'all, I am literally shaking as I record this. This is no longer just about Teyana Taylor or Pierre. This is about the future of truth in Hollywood. If Pierre's digital footprint can be erased in a matter of hours, who is safe? We need to hear from you right now. Asterisk, do you believe those voice notes were a genuine cry for help, or was Pierre part of a much bigger, darker game? Who do you think the secret man is? Is it a person, or is it a corporate entity that's about to take over the industry? And most importantly, where is Pierre? Drop your theories in the comments below. Don't hold back. The more noise we make, the harder it is for them to bury this story. We are monitoring every thread, every leak, and every deleted post. The 72-hour countdown has already started, and we will be here the second the clock hits 0. If you want to stay ahead of the fixers and the PR machines, you must hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications. They're trying to flag these videos, they're trying to silence these channels, but as long as you are watching, the truth has a voice. Like this video if you stand with the truth over the architecture. Share this everywhere before the kill switch hits our servers too. Stay engaged, stay skeptical, and whatever you do, don't move. The next update is coming, and it's going to be the biggest reveal in the history of this channel. See you in the next one.